I'm asking the chat. Yeah, yeah. Stream is rip. And we're back. So what you missed is Fieryblizzard beating Gilgamesh 2 or 4, I don't remember, beating Gilgamesh in the catapult and finding... It was great for... Okay, and finding the Ifrit's Fire page. But yeah, Ifrit's Fire there. It's useful, we know library is Path to the Void, we can do both checks. Also found Magic Song in the Black Chocobo Forest.
That's a useful one, especially since I know where Bard is.
But then we don't really have magical classes. I don't think the Mystic Knight damage scale of the magic points. We also found the Berserk ability, yes. Which you could equip to a hunter, but we still don't have any good bow. The best bow we have is the Elven bow. I saw Desert of the...
Desert of the Shifting Star had Wolf's Tower Key.
The Wolf's Tower Key. That's interesting. So, Archaewavis is at the Wolf's Castle. That's a boss which you can glitch through the menu if you insta-kill all of its 5 forms, which is possible only if you know the Death by Night strats.
Menu boss, all you need to do is insta-kill 2 and 4.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's all you need.
You don't need to insta-kill the others.
Nope. Every time it refreshes, it goes down. So you only full menu boss. You only need the insta kill the 2 non-heavies.
Okay, but why stop at 2 and 4 when you can insta-kill all of them?
There's tablet 2.
Tablet 2 in an open Lonka Meteor. I mean, open after doing the catapult, of course. That's a convenient route for Fieryblizzard because he's now just doing library. It's close. And that's
And
all...
the steamship key.
Yes, the steamship key for judgejoe. That's a nice find as well.
Catapult Path to the Void.
That was the library hint, I think. So
That was the library hint, yeah.
Catapult, which had Ifrit's Fire. So, which means we have 2 Path to the Void hints for the same chain, unfortunately. And this is Gilgamesh 2. So this one can be annoying. First, because it has many Gilgamesh fights. It will run away, so you won't get XP, unless you are actually able to kill it, but you cannot insta-kill Gilgamesh 2. And it will, after you reach a certain HP threshold, he will buff himself with armor, heal, cast, and he will jump. So it can be quite annoying. Unless you can somehow mute him.
Which Fiery successfully did.
Yeah, because of Mute Blade.
And Joe got the bad roll in Apocalypse, where he cast Big Guard.
That's bad RNG. So Big Guard is doing the same as Armor, Shell, and Float at the same time.
Tablet 3.
we already have 3 tablets, because the first one is always free in standard plans.
And that was open. And we know Ifrit's fire leads to something, so...
Oh, that means it's a double path!
It is.
That means we're basically in no mode.
Well, this is possibly anti-barrier or bracelet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It might not be for the tablet 4. Yeah, never mind.
Ooh!
Rogue Wizard. So Omniscient will reset the fight with the reset time spell every time you use something else than magic. Fortunately, we have Mute Sword and we can mute him. Or just use spells. Mute Sword is kinda better because you can just dodge the flare death counter. Like, once you get Omniscient, he will cast Flare, and that's most likely one of your characters that is dead. But he cannot cast it if he's muted. On the other screen, we have Twintania. So Twintania is a fierce opponent. You can either try to brute force, which is easy in a Ward 1 spot, if you have the power. Otherwise, you need to tank, heal, and wait until Twintania is charging for Gigaflare, and then Twintania loses all form of invulnerabilities. So you can insta-kill Twintania at this point. Which judgejoe is demonstrating by petrifying Twintania.
And unfortunately gets nothing out of it. And there's Fieryblizzard down.
And that's the anti-barrier.
Oh, the sing command. Don't need to worry about Bard now. Unless, of course, they find the Apollo Harp.
Yeah, Apollo Harp would definitely make me switch to a Bard. So what the Apollo Harp does is that it does 8 times damage to Dragon-type enemies and Undead-type enemies.
And there are some surprisingly many enemies that fall into one of those 2 categories, including Shote.
And the thing is, if you have a chemist and enough dragon things, any enemy is a dragon-type enemy. That's the speedrun strat on the Big Solid Master. You take the Apollo Harp, you mix Dragon Kiss, you give the enemy Dragon type, and Apollo Harp goes bruh.
And the hint in Karnak was False Page World 1, which we already knew.
Yes, both runners have the force page, so... And I just this hint.
And right now they're just following in each other's footsteps. Joe will get the Ifrit's Fire from this, I believe.
Yes. Fieryblizzard will only get a Kodachi, if my memory is correct. I also see Fieryblizzard is setting up an archer. Maybe he found a good bow, which I didn't see.
It was an Avis
Or-
killer.
Okay, or he might also have found a killer bow. I know Joe found a killer bow. What's nice with the killer bow is that it can instantly kill a target that is not immune to constant death. So that's a good bow. Not for damage, but for insta-kill.
And Joe actually picked up Trainer and put on that fire whip.
Otherwise, Fiery might be intending to master the Hunter, which would reward him with the X-Fight command, which is the best possible combo with the Mystic Knight.
And even better, it removes the animations, but you still get the effects.
If there are multiple enemies that are not heavy and weak to fire, ice, or bolt, you can instantly kill multiple targets in the same turn if your character randomly targets the correct targets. Especially when you are trying to insta-kill Shiva's commanders. Interesting, so Fiery chose to use a hunter. Joe chose to use a trainer. That's unexpected. I think Joe found a fire whip, which has a few chances to proc fire 3 on the targets, while also being a weapon that can attack from the back row. Whips can attack from the back row without the damage reduction.
And there's Fiery's killer bow. That's gonna be nice.
Also, you can notice from the character's name on judgejoe's screen, they're all references to Xenoblade Chronicles character. And that's actually how they decided the seed value today. The seed name was done by both choosing 2 Xenoblade Chronicles characters, and that's how they chose the seed value.
There's Joe's tablet. And then he's going to pick up the anti-barrier at the end here.
Yep, Joe is only missing the second tablet from Lonka Meteor. And Wolf's Meteor had the pyramid page, which we already saw from Judge Joe's side. Oh, Joe is resetting right away after seeing Omni. Why do you equip Black Magic? You have Mute Blade.
There's ice rods.
Yeah, but you can't equip rods yet.
Still, I'm sure they're keeping an eye out on where they are, in case they find something like a time gauge.
Yes. Fairy is going for Wolf's Hint, and I believe that's where he will find his steamship key as well. Yeah, both bosses are going to take up some time. Arcuate this because it has 5 forms, and Omniscient because it has a lot of HP, and with a native armor and shell, it takes time to do damage. Sit tight, you're here for a long time.
Omniscient has a... He starts with the shell and protect status. So all your damage is reduced by half, I believe.
Yes. And even though you can get rid of it with Dispel, White Magic, you can't get rid of it with Judgment Staff. Because using an item is not considered the same as magic, so we will reset out of that.
Unless you're able to get them muted just before using it.
Yes, sure. Like if you mute Omni or stop Omni as well. But not if you Berserk Omni. Because if you Berserk Omni and then Dispel, you will also Dispel the Berserk. Ah, we found the Maiden Kisses, finally. It's in Rugo.
Finally.
And hopefully we found it before finding Harikanaso. Ooh! So the 4th tablet is in World 3. Which means we are technically only looking for the bracelet now. We can't look for the 4th tablet yet. And since we do have North Mountain Path to the Void, which had the submarine key, I would think that Falls has the last tablet. Because we already have the
Which is right. Because he did not see you beforehand, so... So he got to save staff rather than the white suit. Level 3 flare, black blue magic on fiery side from the constellation chest.
Alright, so the commanders here can be insta-killed because they are not heavy, they are weak to instant death, they are weak to petrification, and they are weak to fire, so Fire 3 Sword will also kill them. So basically choose how you want to kill them. Shiva is also weak to fire, but immune to all form of insta-kills. So you can still do a lot of
Though
damage.
she's level 11, so she's pretty easy to death by math.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
our players do not have access to that at this time.
yeah. But basically here, if you had Spellblade and X-Fight, basically you charge up Fire 3 Sword, then use X-Fight, and you have a chance to insta-kill everyone in the same turn. And you get rewarded by Flame Shield. Shiva dropping a Flame Shield. Logic.
Ooh, this is not a fun boss.
Wait until you can mute her, and then it's a
Yeah.
good boss.
At least she's relatively low health at this spot.
2000. Yeah, once she's
There she
muted,
goes. She's shut down now.
yeah, no, she cannot join, she cannot cast hold, she can't do anything. The most annoying thing she could do is that before you use mute on her, she casts wall. That would be main. Because Kalo is also available to hold and level to hold, so if she doesn't cast wall, you can also try that. That's a nice 0 damage. Golden Knife.
Lo has very high magic defense.
So Golden Knife is a very useful knife, especially for the Mystic Knight. So it doesn't do much damage, but it raises the chance of blocking an attack with the knife, and paired with the blade, it has a 100% guaranteed hit rate. So if you use, let's say, Mute Sword, Sleep Sword, Break Sword, you are guaranteed to hit, and so you are guaranteed to get the status. You also got Running Shoes in Kana Castle, which is great. Especially for the Mystic Knight, because you basically need 2 turns to apply a status or have your spell blade, so Running Shoes helps having a faster Mystic Knight. While on the other side, Judge Joe got nothing out of Calophystery, which means the Elder Branch is hinted at Odin's spot in Wall 3.
Fire. There's a Wizard Rod.
Yes,
This
but
is a very useful one. Once they get a mage.
yeah,
Fiery was desperately looking for a way to do 1200 damage, guaranteed to go, and didn't find anything.
well, basically, Flare Sword X Fight would be one way to do 10,000.
Did you catch the Wizard's hint?
In Bal, yes. So, in Bal, the hint was Steamship Keys in World 1, and here we know the Adamantite is in World 3. We have a lot of World 1 hints, for which we already found the items. These are kinda dead hints. Well, Google is taking long before going to the rift. That was your toilet break.
So we know Steamship didn't have anything exceptional. Let's hope Go has something good.
Well, it had good loot, at least. Alright,
Just
to be honest, finding Running Shoes, Strength Suit, Quarter Knife, perfect equipment for the Mystic
and a
Knight.
speed song from the Underlords too.
That's also one of the most useful songs for the Bard. Like, But in Kaede, you kind of want Hero Song, Speed Song, Love Song, and maybe Requiem. You aren't really looking for the other songs. Yeah, Love Song is nice too. Yeah, the Fire Whip showing dominance over the commanders.
Fiery forgetting that the wolf out front gives the hint now, as well as Zeza or Kelger.
Oh, so Judge Joe found the throw common somewhere and is able to make use of the fire scroll he bought from Kelb, which is also a very powerful weapon for Shiva's fight.
I don't remember where he found it, but I did see it somewhere.
Oh, the wall.
Oof.
Yeah, first action wall is bad rangey. So now you know you can only do physical damage. Oh, reflected bio. Ugh. Yeah, now the fight is free, but it's going to be long. And you cannot use spell.
At least you'll be able to tell pretty quickly when Califasteri loses the wall status.
Yeah, she will stop targeting herself. Okay, that bow looks like it's already doing enough damage. Now imagine if it was a berserker. And I think he mastered the archer already? I saw learned X-Fight. I'm not sure.
There's also a tiara in this dungeon that I didn't notice earlier.
Yeah, unfortunately it's kinda useless because we don't have any magical job to actually use that magical armor. And we don't have a dancer either to, well, use it for the sword dance purposes.
Throw one-shotting Go-Go, which made Joe's kill a lot faster. Saved almost 3 minutes.
Oh, and we are trying by a tower right away. We know Submarine Key might be a Path to the Void item. It might be leading to the bracelet. But then that would mean... Tablet 4 could be anywhere in Wall 3. Contrary to what I was thinking.
Nice thing is we're seeing some do checks from both players.
Ew, an AU plant.
Fiery also has the X-Fight command now.
Yeah, he mastered the archer. So until he finds a good sword, like the enhancer or the chicken knife, the archer is going to be the best X-Fight user. Otherwise, once you find like lancer or enhancer or chicken knife, you'd better change Faris to a Mystic Knight and use X-Fight with Spellblade. Best combo in the game. One of the best combos in the game. Ribbon in the Bay Tower. But no dancer to equip it.
There's an easy kill for Joe, 20,000 health.
Yeah, so Kimmer Brain is basically weak to all form of insta-kills. Not heavy, not immune to death, not immune to petrification. Joe just has trouble because it has a nice magic evade on this spot. Slash finally went through, and that's the bracelet. So that's why Submarine Key was Path to the Void. So contrary to what I was thinking, Tablet 4 can be anywhere in War 3. Not just Falls, Sunken Walls, or Trench. Alright, so first we are checking the basement. Hello Leviathan. We would like to use Ball 3 Sword on you. It's something nice. The good thing of Ball 3 Sword, contrary to Ball 3 Black Magic, is that it will trigger the physical counter from Leviathan, which is Entangle. Using Bolt 3 Black Magic will trigger the magical counter, which is Tidal Wave. One of the counters is better than the other. I will let you guess which one. Oh, and Chicken Knife was indeed in the Bio Tower.
With an X-Fighter.
Yes.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, just don't keep a hunter. Just, yeah, Mystic Knight X-Fight Chicken. Yes, and running. Okay, yeah. Basically, you can steamroll the seed up until the end game. And if
Now, Joe did. Wow, I can't believe it.
And imagine you find Holy Sword in X's Castle. Faris is going to make short work of X death. Blue Mage. Blue Mage. Though we don't have the Death Math kit for XF, you would require level 2 Old into level 5 Doom, because XDeath is level 66, so after one tick you are at level 65, but we don't have those spells. And learning them the natural way could be longer. However, we find Hastega, which is nice once we find a Time Mage. Okay, now we are going to see the second castle boss. Magisa, so it's going to be an easy one. Magisa is also vulnerable to all type of insta-kills, so Break and Slash should work.
What was that reward from the basement?
Oh, what? You find level 5 Doom in the castle? Along with Here You Call, but wow, what a nice timing just before XDeath. So you could try to learn level 2 Old from the Magic Dragons right here, but depending on the RNG it could take long. But once Fieryblizzard finds level 5 Doom, he might be tempted to learn level 2 Old. Yeah, he finds the Blue Mage first. Fiery is going to deathmatch the rest of the seed. Is it worth it? Because after Exodus Castle, we are only looking for the 4th tablet, which is hinted in War 3. Is it worth it to waste time learning the remaining spells? Knowing that Fiery already has a Mystic Knight with Second Knife and X-Fight. Learning from the Magic Dragon can be very slow. It can take like 30 seconds or 10 minutes. The Magic Dragons are cycling through a script, and they do a blue magic spell every 3 turns. You are not guaranteed that they cast level 2 Old. Okay, so Fairy is definitely switching Blue Mage with Spellblade or Black Magic, while Faris keeps the Spellblade X-Fight combo. Oh, I didn't see what boss was on Greg 4, but it was insta-killed by a killer bow, apparently. Didn't see it.
Sorry, I was trying to check what the basement was. There's a way faster kill for Magisa.
Yeah, Fairy now finds Elf of Doom. Do you think he thinks, okay, now I can learn level 2 Old and Death and Math? Knowing that after doing Exodus Castle, he can go back to World 1, learn Dark Shock easily. Also, to even try to learn level 2 Old, you would need to have your characters at a compatible level, and nope, he doesn't. He has a combination of level 27 and 29. So unfortunately, no level 2 learning yet. Maybe with that boss he can get the perfect levels. Oh, Wing Raptor, yeah. So no wonder Judge Joe was able to instantly kill it with the killer bow.
It's heavy, so it's not vulnerable to anything that targets heavies, but it is vulnerable to death, like the death spell, the assassin's dagger, the killer bow.
Yeah. Except when it closes its wings. Using scrolls on X-Death, relying on the Fire Whip. That's kinda slow. At least Fieryblizzard will have X-Fight Chicken Knife to do damage, but that's game. Judge though has a slow X-Death. And if only we had a job that could use staffs, we could use that light staff we got from the previous boss. But nope, we can't use any rod or staff. Wait. The blue mage can actually use rods.
Rods, but not staff.
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so no death by math for Fieryblizzard, just brute forcing with Chicken Knife X-Fight. The countdown going on Faris, which is the hasted character, so she will die in 15 seconds instead of 30. Oh yeah, he doesn't need level 2 old and level 5 Doom. Access being level 66 means he's also vulnerable to level 3 Flare. That's another good source of damage. I forgot he got that earlier in... I think it was a Crystal Shard?
Level 3 Flare was in the puzzle room in his team ship, which Joe skipped.
Oh, that's something else Joe skipped.
So Consolation Chest actually paid off in his team ship.
Yeah, Castle Except is already dead over on Fieryblizzard's side. That's basically where Fiery pulls the lead. And quite a big lead. Because now Fieryblizzard is only looking for the 4th tablet. We know it's in World 3, so we should normally be done checking the other worlds. We also have no clue where the Shrine Page or Trench Page or Mirage Radar are. If it's Fork Tower, we know where the Elder Branch is. And it's in World 3 as well. It's odd in spot, so normally everything should be in World 3 as of our knowledge now. If you want some loot, we already have the Pyramid page and the Falls page. The page dungeons have the best loot available right now.
This is a fairly easy fight. And if Golem dies, it's not going to be an issue because they already have the Golem spell.
It's better if Golem dies, actually, because
Then you get
he's
to
the-
8100 XP.
yeah, he's the one who gives the XP here.
Golem is not heavy here, so you can Deathclaw him.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know
He doesn't
that.
go heavy until he starts his dialogue.
Oh.
And that way you could guarantee a kill.
Oh, things are turning bad for Judge Joe. Yeah, X-Death. Yeah, so X-Death is now in the 2 actions per turn phase, and he can do things like Ice 3, the tier 3 spells, and Vacuum Wave. So, needless to say, Vacuum Wave is an insta-kill for a character right now due to the damage it does. Yeah. Fieryblizzard gets the Moogle suit from Tool Pass, so that's some nice loot incoming. Maybe. Maybe. X-Magic. Not really useful right now. Levia, Samurai, Rainbow Suit. If you have 7.5, you could get X-Magic Leviathan. Samurai is good because it's one of the endgame strats. We're only missing Hero Song, and we basically have the endgame kit because we have Sing command. So you can have Samurai, Sing, and Hero Song. Okay, Sunken Walls, that's Tyrant Service, that's a really good boss here. You don't want to waste time underwater, it has a lot of HP, a boss you can instantly kill with a Phoenix Down is welcome here. And it gives the Adamantite, which was hinted in Wall 3. That's 2 available checks in World 1, though we want to keep looking for the 4th tablet in World 3. Before going back in World 1. So yes, since Fairy knows Odin gives the Elder Branch, and Fairy does not want to go to Fog Tower because Fog Tower is Fog Tower, he goes to Pyramid. So hello Stalker, we have Sleep Sword. Just do not Mind Blast Varys and it's good. So Blobfish, also known as 1000 Needles, deals exactly 1000 damage. At this point, it's a reliable source of damage if you have the MP, because other than Faris, they don't have any good weapon. So, yeah. It also doesn't wake up Polka, which we put to sleep with Sleep Sword, so it's perfect. It's a good stun lock. Even if we have Sleep Sword, we avoid attacking again with Faris. Especially with X-Fight, it would wake them up if they're already asleep.
This is bad news for Joe.
Yeah.
That Dance of the Dead.
I mean, that means a dead character that can still act. It can act as a good meat shield, actually. Unless he cures her with Revivify. Okay. A shield to block a vacuum wave, the wall ring to reflect the ball 3. Nice. Basically, you want a mid shield alongside Galuf. You need Galuf alive. Reflected bolt 3, nice. Even though it only does 700? Red shoes and white 5 in the pyramid. Oh, and that's another reset for Joe. That's a harsh. And at this point, if you're getting blocked that much, you might consider going down a few floors and learn level 2 hold. So, Drizzleizer saying Joe feeling behind after this, maybe he goes somewhere spicy like Waterfall. If Fieryblizzard doesn't reach Go mode before Joe kills X-Death. I'm very worried about if Joe can actually kill X-Death with that party comp. It's a very technical fight. And anything that goes wrong with RNG basically kills the fight.
And Fieryblizzard just triggered 10 seconds of lag.
Yeah. So the statues are level multiple of 5, so they are weak to level 5 Doom, but the game doesn't really like when you insta-kill 5 targets at the same time with 5 big skulls appearing above the head, and it lags. So we find Giltars, we also found Ragnarok in Pyramid. So if you find a freelancer...
there was also an Aegis Shield.
Aegis Shield, which means direct protection against White Hole. The cursed ones, which are not heavy and are undead, so Slash, Arden, and Requiem will work fine against them.
He's really pushing this, these scrolls.
Yeah, the Magic Song combo with scrolls. Man Eater, Summon 4, Air Knife, but no Sildra unfortunately. Like, you see Summon 4 and Air Knife, but you have no Sildra. Just missing Mix and Mimic. Actually, we're just missing Hero's Song instead of Mix. Like, if we find Mix, we use Mix, but if we don't find Mix, we can use Hero's Song if we find it. We have Samurai and Sing Command. If you find Freelancer or Mimic, you could get Gildas and Sing as well, instead.
We actually see the use of the Requiem song, which is flare level damage to undead targets. For free.
for free. Yes, a party-wide flare for free. As long as the enemy is undead. Okay, who's the boss here? Biblos! Why did you defend with Faris? She can instantly kill Biblos with Fire 3 Sword. You can try Slash as well, but Fire 3 Sword is warranted to kill.
Yeah, Fiery got lucky here, but I wouldn't have risked it because both this spot and the monster itself have extremely high magic evade.
Yes. Whereas Fire 3 Sword, if you land the hit, you instantly kill. And since we do have a Guardian Knife, well...
Well,
would have either
that
been-
was an Odin as the reward,
Odin is
and
nice.
Summon 4 was found in there.
Yes, that's a nice combo here. Nice loot. And speaking of Odin, he's going to check Odin's spot. That's bad news. You know it's bad news. Because that means he knows it gives the advantage. That means he may be planning a Fog Tower. And now, I would still do Falls before Fog Tower. Oh, he was too slow touching the button. And Joe actually wins against Tech Death. Joe is out of World 2. So let's see if he does something spicy.
I actually fully expect Joe to go straight to try to get Fork.
That would not be surprising.
Because Joe needs to play aggressively, and that's a very aggressive play.
So Efrit is vulnerable to petrification, so we are going to summon Shot. We don't have Brexword, otherwise Brexword X fight would have finished the fight instantly. So I was kinda expecting Joe to go to Sunken Walls prior to that. It's a spot with a lot of HP, a spot not many people like. But here, it's certainly lucky for Joe. That's basically free XP.
2 tries, but still got it.
And also, we do get an Artemis bow in Moor Forest. That means we can finally use a Berserker with a good weapon. But obviously, it's too late to set up a Berserker. It's not really worth it in terms of damage output. Or maybe? Not really, since we have Blue Mage and a lot of insta-kills available.
We do have Speed Song, so it may still be worthwhile.
Yeah, if Joe goes to Waterfall and the Tablet 4 is in Waterfall, Joe could basically get a huge comeback from this. But I don't think Joe is thinking about Falls right now.
So that was a magic lamp.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a mean boss here. So the highest HP spot in World 2 has Minotaurus, which forbids you from using any magic. So you need to brute force Minotaurus. So the only thing Fairy can do here is use Chicken Knife X-Fight while keeping Fairies alive. We support you, Faris. Yeah, Lena, Bart, and Geluf are basically just cheerleaders here. Also, meat shields, but Minotaurus seems to only hit Faris. That's bad luck.
Ferris has an ice shield or some fire shield, one or the other.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, 40% block rate.
And you could also use the Genji shield, which has a higher block rate. Wow, he's really targeting Faris. Okay, lucky block. We shouldn't be far from game here. Yep, that's the Holy Death counter. And he can actually cast it. So goodbye bots. Lena could have actually tanked it. And no key item in Moor Forest. It could have been Mirage Radar, Shrine Page or Trench Page, which could have helped us, but nope. You only got access to Fog Tower. And here we go, the last Fog Tower of the tournament. We sure saw that location a lot in this tournament, didn't we?
All but one round, I believe. And 2 of the 4 qualifiers.
More than 70% of the tournament seeds were Fox.
All but one race. Fox confirmed it.
So the good thing is we do have 4 good chests here. Black magic level 6. So if we find Doom and Flare, we can use Doom and Flare. Black magic, well, speak of the devil. Just the left fork itself has the Black Magic 6 and Flare combo.
Now, a lot of people don't like Flare because elementals can do more damage because of rod boosts.
Yeah.
And the animation is just so long.
Yeah, you use Flare only when the enemy has an elemental resistance or can change elemental resistance, like Nosin.
And the other side is a Brave Blade and Guard Knife.
Hello Titans, so we don't have a way to cast Float.
But with Golem it's free.
Yeah, we have white magic to heal, we can be full health and we should be able to tank the Earth Shaker. Flare is also useful against bosses with high magic resistance, just like Naki says in the chat, that's true. Flare ignores magic defense. Flare is the equivalent of physical critical hit. The good thing is that we can also stun lock Titan with Mind Blast. Because Mind Blast paralyzes the target if it's vulnerable to it, and Titan can be paralyzed and stunned. While Lena spams Odin with Garmir, so it shouldn't take too long to take Titan down.
And if it dies while paralyzed, it can't do its death counter.
Yes, but then I think you also lose the XP. Well, that's not the case here. The Earthshaker went on. Big bridge key, so not really what we're looking for. Okay, second boss. Liquid Flame. Okay, so Faris, you should charge up Ice 3 Soul.
And an easy boss at the
Okay,
top
great.
of this cat, or what was this one again? Money Mountain.
Okay, so Liquid Flame is also weak to Odin. I forgot we have that. But Ice 3 Sword would have also insta-killed. It gives us Apple Harp and Phoenix. Those are valuable rewards, even though we cannot use Phoenix. We could use the Apple Harp, but that's not what we were looking for. Fork was not required. And I think we are going to get a synchronized falls check. However,
I don't remember where Tablet 2 was. Oh,
it
the meteor, right?
It was Lonka Meteor, yes. So even if judgejoe is on the right path, he would be missing the unhinted tablet number 2, and since it's completely unhinted, well, that would be a huge time waste for judgejoe. So that's the last possible World 3 location right now. So if it's not there, Fieryblizzard will need to go look for other items like the Mirage Radar, the Shrine page, and the Trench page, which could give some additional time for judgejoe to get the tablet number 2 and maybe the other item.
It's still possible that that hint was for North Mountain was for, or was a hint for North Mountain, correct?
Yes, it was the path to the void for North Mountain, which gave us the submarine key, which was indeed required for the bracelet. But it could also...
But it could also be Bahamut Spot.
Yes, it can also be a path to the void for Bahamut Spot. Getting the Trench page or the Mirage Radar could be nice, because we are missing 2 possible path to the void hints. And we have 5 remaining hints.
Yeah, the ability to have haste too is going to be a good thing too.
There's some decent loot here. I see a flame ring, the staff of judgment, a second ribbon. Well, we can't use those. Well, we found the time mage apparently.
It was time 5
Oh,
that Fiery found.
Yeah, so we can cast Hast again. We can also cast Wake, I think. Oh,
Quick is 6, unfortunately.
so Merzin is the boss that changes elemental affinities through the fight, but she always starts by being vulnerable to fire. So we charge up Fire 3 Sword, and then we are going to X-Fight.
And this is going to be a very fast kill.
Yeah, you are doing more than 19,000 per turn. Or even 20,000 maybe. So 2 turns and it's dead, and it was a 4th doublet. It's the 4th doublet. That's go
So
mode.
it's go mode. So Joe's missing of that tablet 2 is going to hurt.
Yeah.
Because they would be... If Joe actually did that one check that he skipped, he would be, it'd be simultaneous go mode.
Yeah. Also, that means we can finally see the Kusa items, because the runners went through the gentleman agreement to not check Kusa items until they get all 4 tablets. So I think we got Holy, White Magic. There was X-Fight.
Wow.
Oh, Dragon Fangs, Elf Cape. There are decent items like Black Robes. Level 2 Old was here. Flesh Sword. Wow. Lemo. You have both Starter Mystic Knight, Flesh Sword, and X-Fight in Kusa Castle.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I knew Fiery was going to go for Flare Sword.
Yeah.
He's probably going to go for the black robe and a dark suit after this.
Yeah, big X-Fight. Even though you mastered the Hunter, you only mastered it on Faris. Now everyone has X-Fight. And if you're going to use Gildos, you could pick all items up and sell it.
But I think what was said in chat, I think he does feel behind after that failed fork. Well, not failed fork, but dead fork.
That's ironic because he's completely ahead of the race right now. Also, he is not setting up Death by Math. Like, he is still missing Darkshot for the full set. Will Faris keep saving in the Void Castle? Well, he is not saving before the Void. Unless he saved after shopping Tool.
I believe he saved right after Tool.
Oh, and
Oh
Joe.
no, Joe.
Yeah, he doesn't go to Lonka Meteor. He is going to check Flying Lonka Runes. That's going to take some time. The first boss here has a lot of HP, and it's Necrophobe, so you need to take all bios down first. And then you need to crawl through the dungeon and kill the second boss. Pain. Wait, Joe defeated Merjin, right?
He did. A bit of a struggle, but he did. skipping that chicken knife and the barrier tower also hurt Joe quite a bit.
And that's the Mirage Radar that should set him astray. He probably wants to check Northern Mountain right now. Yeah, he's baiting out. At least getting the hints, I can understand. But the Northern Mountain, well, we do have the Path to the Void. That's the worst item he could have received right now. Even if the shops are the best shops in the game, I don't think it's going to help him.
The only consolation.
Oh, Hero Song is here!
Oh, nice.
Hero Song and Love Song. That means Fieryblizzard will not be able to use the Bard for the final fight. This changes a lot. That means Fiery needs to keep opening chests, not for Hero Song, but for Mix or the Chemist. And if both Mix and Chemist are in here, that's bad news for Fiery as well. Well, at least there is Big God.
Big Guard is huge.
Meteo, X-Zone, Dark Shock.
And the Mimic Crystal on Fiery's side.
Dark Matters for sale. Berserk, Dispel, Holy Sword, Drain Sword. Those are wonderful shops. Oh, he has the hint! He has the hint!
Very good hints there. So Joe won't be too far behind now, he knows. Oh, and the linebacker got him.
Whoa. Unexpected good hints. Unfortunately, I think Fairy is too much ahead. White Mage dual wield. I'm trying to think. So Fairy is kinda worried for the endgame strat. Because he cannot mix yet and cannot use Hero Song. Because Hero Song is locked in Mirage Village.
There's a pretty unpleasant place for Helicarnasso guarding the safe spot.
Maybe Joe can pull ahead if Fairy cannot defeat Nero's death fast enough.
It's possible. It's going to be exciting, that's for sure.
Okay, let's be honest. It's too bad Fairy didn't go learn Dark Shock. Because Death and Math is a valid backup strat for Ned. You only need one Dark Shock on the physical. You only need 2 Dark Shocks on Brain Cross. The back part is weak to level 12. Almagest is 67. It's a bit more complicated, but we can break it. We can spam short. So we should be Fiery should be able to finish the seed even without a way to level up.
Vanilla Catastrophe.
Well, that's going to be Flare Sword X fight.
And I believe Ferris has an Aegis Shield on.
Yeah, so she's immune to petrification.
And has a chance to evade spells.
And
including Earthshaker.
She's doing 12k per turn, so 2 turns are enough. Judge Joe is right behind in the void. He enters the void.
Joe is absolutely going to. I feel he's absolutely going to skip that save and just aggressively play this. I'm surprised he's still looting, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, he absolutely feels behind. And he is behind. But he will probably skip the save points. Oh, hello, Bahamut. That's the reason why you want Love Song. The problem is, Love Song was in the same location as Hero Song. It's in Mirage Village. The only thing you can do, however, you can use level 3 flare because Bahamut is level 99.
And this spot is, I believe, 33,000 health.
Yes. Bahamut has dangerous spells, like he can do Mega Flare, he can do Poison Breath, which you cannot resist in any way. He can do Zombie Breath, turning some of the characters into zombies, knowing that Asia's Shield and Riven do not prevent zombie status.
Aegis Shield and Mighty Guard save the day here.
Yes.
And Adamantini is level 20, exactly. So an easy kill with the Blue Mage.
Yeah, you don't even need to manipulate its level. You can just cast Low Fighting right away. It's a panda on the top spot, so X-Fight Fire 3 is going to make short work of it. Though you might want to get Golem and Big Board in here.
This might be a 2-round. Probably 3, but it might be a 2-rounder.
I mean, it's 50k HP.
Oh, it's gonna be a definite 2-round.
Yeah, 2-round.
Because that's 30,000 damage on him already.
Yep. And Evan... Oh, nope. Because armor! We're missing 5k because of armor.
Yeah.
So yep, that was a free turn. I'm happy the Mystic Knight is such a useful job for the final race because it's one of my favorite jobs.
As it is mine.
Yeah. And
It was my first pick every single time during the draft tournament.
Yeah, and since the draft tournament, it didn't shine really well ever since.
Yep, there, Joe's save. Joe did skip the save. He's not going to like Bahamut and a panda up here, though.
Ooh, the Giltos dealing 0 on Catastrophe. And the Quake, which is a wipe. While Fieryblizzard is preparing for Neelix's death. so Fairy cannot use Sing. We don't have a song. He could use like a song maybe, but by itself it's not really that useful. Especially if we have time and Hastiga. Gildas won't do much damage, but is still... what matters is that it targets all targets. So the strategy is probably going to be... we condemn the back part, we break Almagest, we Mind Blast lock Grand Cross until the physical part is dead. There's also the magic lamp, so you could take the back part down instantly. I don't think X-Fight is going to help much for the fight. You don't want to use X-Fight at all because of the two dummy targets. That's such bad RNG with Catastrophe spamming Quake. Okay, so first of all, we cast Pico. Hastiga. Next one should be Golem. What could be scary here on the tree form? Past a certain HP threshold, 3x death will start spamming Meteor. You can slow the tree as well, that should help. You should save your MP in order to keep casting Shout on the next phase. Boosting Holy with the Sage Staff is a good idea. Did you forget to equip the Sage Staff? 3k is kinda low for Holy. Okay, so 3x death is down. So Fairy is going to queue Magic Lamp, which is going to summon Bahamut and then Leviathan first. Then I don't know if he will or if it's
Mirage had a lot of spells and songs, but not a lot of equipment for physical damage.
Well, Joe doesn't have X5 Chicken Knife. He doesn't have X5 at all, I think.
He learned it on Barris, I believe, but isn't using it at the current time. But because of that lack of chicken knife, that was the problem.
Oh yeah, that's Magic Lamp Odin, getting rid of the back part. And now we are guild tossing. So using guild toss or mimic does not matter, because this time mimicking is not for free. You still use the guilds. It's going to take long though, and we might see one alchemist. We want to use the Mind Blast to prevent Grand Cross from doing anything. And that's one alchemist. Thankfully, we have high HP and big ward Ingo's Shell. And Golem to protect against any physical attack, including Vacuum Wave. The physical part is dead, I think. And it's over! It's finally over! The tournament is over! Fieryblizzard won with a time of 1 hour, 52 minutes and 50 seconds. Congratulations to Fieryblizzard for winning the tournament! We are getting them to join. They are both ready to join the VC.
And Mystic Knight was very, very clutch for Fiery.
Alright.
Hello and welcome and congratulations.
I got Samurai, I'm like, damage? I was throwing flame scrolls. It wasn't good.
Hello there.
I'm just,
Hey Rom, hey Lily, Edwin Fox.
Yes, I pulled you in. Congratulations.
It was a seed. I really thought that was going to be an absolute jet seed once the third tablet showed up in unhinted front of library, or sort of hinted front of library, but we knew the back was also going to be something, so...
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, if the barrier tower happens to have, like, the other tablet, this is going to be real dumb, because I know way to, like, remotely go through the void at that point.
Tablet 2 was the unhinted one until Joe got to Mirage Village. So that's the one you are lucky to have found, Fairy.
not
Wouldn't
really.
force. No.
The Lanka Meteor isn't really a lucky play. It was more a, why did I forgot I had faded it type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
guess I mean my routing does it naturally, and then obviously I did it before Catapult was Path to the Void. I'm like, really? Ifrit's Fire is Path to the Void? No, I couldn't have guessed that one. But yeah, I mean my routing always does. I mean feel like I'm pretty well known for early Lanka, so
I got sidetracked by the Ifrit's Fire. I went,
yeah.
oh, Ifrit's Fire, let's do that. Oh, and then I got some hints telling me, yeah, you definitely need to do this. At which point I forgot that I hadn't done Lanka, because I almost always just go Catapult to Lanka.
That was like My early game routing was so weird because by the point I wanted to go into Windstride, I'm like, I have maybe 20 damage per person right now. I guess.
Thanks to, I guess, bot air knives, I had damage, and then I chose to wait because I didn't trust it not to move on me. Except for it decided instead of moving on me, it was just going to AoE murder my entire party.
Yeah. I went into that Windstride fight. I found Black 4 or Black 3 somewhere. I think Black 3 was in a shop in World 2. I was like, okay, Fire 2, Bolt 2, that should be fine. And then I entered the fight and realized that because I healed before I went and switched everyone over to Black 3, I didn't have the MP. So I had to reset, take a tent, and then go back and murder Sandworm.
So, questions for you, Joe.
Yes.
Why did you skip one single chest in Biotower?
I didn't want to take any red dragons, actually. I was just trying to... If it was yellow, I was going to try and slash him and then move on. So I went, oh, red, run away, and then the runaway worked. Then the second one, I wasn't actually running away successfully, so I just buckled down and Ice 3-bladed and murdered it. But I didn't...
Yeah.
It was unfortunate which chest I took.
Yeah.
Do you know what was on the chest you skipped?
I heard it was the chicken knife.
And do you know how much it had an impact on the outcome of the match?
We can guess.
20 minutes worth,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah. Basically, X-Death and most of the Void bosses, because, well, X-Fight, Chicken Knife, and even with Flare Sword mixed in, it's a very powerful combo.
So if I don't wipe for as long as I did on Castle X Death, I don't feel as behind. I don't know whether I still do falls. That's 50-50. There was the hinted sub key, which I know was Barrier Tower, but could have been more sub key things. Game sometimes does that. So
it was actually bracelet. Yeah, Biotower. Yeah. Yes, for the bracelet.
And then fall, so I didn't know. So it was a double required sub key. But if I don't wipe, I definitely do go into Kuza Castle and get the X fight for the Void, but I just don't know if I do falls is the thing, if I'm not feeling as behind as I was.
And
That was, I mean, that was sort of weird. And so, like, legitimately, the out for either of us would have been if Equip Swords was anywhere in the seed. Because we got that
anywhere early.
X-Cal.
I did sell the X-Cal slightly early to buy. I think I sold it for the air knives.
There was a Ragnarok somewhere pretty early, too. I don't remember where.
I didn't get it.
Unfortunately, I'm guessing you also skipped the pass-by chest and steamship that had O3 Flare.
Ragnarok was in Kana Castle.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the L3 Flare pickup right before the steamship boss was actually pretty big.
There was also a Brave Blade, but this one, Judge Joe was certainly not getting it. It was in
Pyramid?
Fork.
Fair enough.
Yeah, or Pyramid. I don't remember at this point.
Brave Blade was in Fork Tower.
Okay.
There was also the Black 6 plus Flare combination in Fork Tower.
Oh,
yeah.
All my magic that I early tier 3. Yeah, it's not showing up anytime soon.
No. Was it White 5 or Black 5? That was in Kuza.
I haven't visited.
I think it was Black 5. I remember seeing that. I'm like,
You're saying our early game could have been easy.
It could have been.
I mean, X-Fight Flare Sword with a Mystic Knight starter would have also make it easy.
Yeah.
I went, well, so, like, entering World 3, And to the point where I was just sort of fading Fall's page, I was like, I know Joe likes to push early fork, and I don't want to leave that too long because I know the tablet's somewhere in World 3. So I did Pyramid because I think at that point we had summoned nothing. So I was like, you know what, Pyramid probably has a good chance of having at least summon 3. So that I'd feel more comfortable doing the Pyramid, and then it turned out summon 4 and Odin, but you know, it's not Odin's great for fork, not terribly great for the void. But I mean,
Void, level 5 Doom. Level 5 Doom.
Oh yeah, talk about that. Exodus Castle having Blue Mage and then level 5 Doom. Possibility to learn level 2 Old as well, even though, well, it was also somewhere else. In
L2
Exodus
Old
Castle,
was
I
in
think.
Kuza.
In Kuza Castle, yes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't go and learn Darkshock to use the math.
At that point, I didn't care. If the chicken knife didn't show up in Barrier Tower, I absolutely walk back down, get a magic dragon, and learn L2 Old, because otherwise I had L3 Flare, so maybe not. But the DPS being as low as it was, I would have leaned more into Death by Math rather than not doing it pretty much at all. So
and something else I noted. Joe, you were still kinda lucky with Mirage Village.
Yep.
The two hints were the 2 remaining Path to the Void, which were indicating both the 4th tablet and the 2nd tablet. Without that, you would have checked Bahamut location. Because North Mountain Path to the Void.
Lanka Meteor was never going to go back in my mind.
Yeah.
It was going to be another trap chest, the trap chest tourney finals race.
But yeah. I guess, I assume you would have done Bahamut spot, Northern Mountain, because it was Path to the Void as well. So
yeah, I'd have probably pushed that and then gone fork after.
Wow. At least fork was an easy fork with Titan and Liquid Flame.
Yeah, I mean, Titan is... I don't know too much it's easy. If I'd done that before Pyramid, I wouldn't have had an answer because I didn't have Golem. I didn't have Summon.
I was not happy about losing the
had
Silk
Conjure.
Summon.
Well, I had Summon after going into the Pyramid.
I was using Conjure for a long time.
I was tempted, and then Sylph showed up, and then...
Yeah, that
I was like, nope.
I still had to use Conjure to get through Castle X Death.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have... If I didn't have Summon, I could have just Mind Blasted Titan until he died, but...
Yeah. Who was that Twin Tanya?
A panda.
I was getting low. I had level 5. I had Fire 3 Flare Blade, so that would have been alright. I was getting low on Flame Scrolls.
Well, as you guessed it, Barry just used Chicken Knife, Fire 3 Sword, next fight. Amazingly enough, Apenta had time to counter with armor, so it took 3 turns instead of 2.
Yes, he did. I'm just surprised he didn't counter everything with Drain. Twin Tanya at Karnak Meteor was... I mean, 1/3 chance of countering never really seems like it, because, hey, Flare, hey, Aqua Rake, hey, Flare, okay, I'm dead.
Yeah, my Twin Tanya, I had both Slash and Conjure.
I wasn't waiting for it.
That's fair.
Especially after Fire, he had to wait for Go-Go.
That was before, because I think I got Steamship at the very end of World 1, didn't I? So I think I did Go-Go as the last check in World 1, because I did Wolf's Kingdom as the last check in World 1. I don't know, I'd have to look back into it. Very not happy about waiting at Go-Go.
GG's on the race, though, Fiery.
Yeah, GG's. It's always great to race you in this free enterprise, and who knows, maybe I'll join Worlds Collide, although, lukewarm to FF6.
Maybe you could do a SNES Rondo combo by running back to back a free enterprise seed, a Kaide seed, and then a Worlds Collide seed. I know
Maybe.
someone who often does that during holidays.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting idea.
He
I get
haven't had
into
it
Worlds Collide.
FF3. Well, anyway, so this concludes the tournament. So we may as well recapitulate the final. Wait, I don't remember the English word for it. Okay, so last match we had the bronze final, and Freddy got 3rd place over Alastair. And today, that was the last match, Fieryblizzard finished 1st. And Judge Joe finished 2nd. So we have our podium for this tournament. This is officially over. So, yep, congratulations, Fiery.
Thank you. It's always fun to be in these tournaments. Speaking a little bit to the admin side, it's always great to sort of partner up with Speedgaming to showcase this randomizer. We're sort of in discussions about what we want to do in terms of possibly a winter tournament if we can get interest in that. Probably actually gonna go a little bit towards the last tournament and do some drafting because it seemed like people were pretty receptive to that idea. So I know Windfox isn't here. I'm guessing he was tracking. If he wants to speculate on that. But yeah, no, it's always a pleasure.
Well, there might be something else we can talk about. Something a few runners were talking about once the tournament would be over. It's about showcasing the bingo as well.
Yeah, that's something I want to do a little bit because I know people were interested in it, and then we sort of dropped it out of the Variety tournament. But it's a neat little, it's a different way to play the game as well. And so, honestly, I'm sort of looking to bring that back over the next couple weeks. We now have sort of async capabilities as well, with RaceBot being set up in the tournament channel. And so, probably going to have some weekly seeds, asyncs in there, and see if we can scrounge up enough interest in sort of a live race showcase or whatever flags it is. But we're going to try to keep this quite a bit more active in the off season. We're aware that people have other, real life commitments as well, or other commitments. So we are definitely going to be trying to get people involved, even if it's not going to be live racing, but just to keep sort of the interest and have people improve. But we're always welcome to hear ideas or what people are interested in. So. But yeah, really, I mean, I guess sort of doing a little closing on the admin side. Obviously, I already thanked Speedgaming for hosting us. This is definitely part of Speedgaming Live. It's our first year as part of Speedgaming Live rather than doing our own tournament over at Speedgaming. Clear Tonic and Carulius for pushing a lot of the updates that we've sort of showcased here in the randomizer. Probably not really talked all too much, but both of them did some amazing work to sort of update the randomizer, make it a little bit better in terms of quality of life than it was previously. We think it's a little bit more friendly, particularly with the new EXP curve, which means that you can be a little bit more aggressive. And I think there's still a couple tweaks that we'll probably do in the meantime, but overall I think it's quite a bit better balanced than it used to be. So definitely a major thanks to both of them for creating this randomizer and continuing to be involved. The rest of the admin team, Windfox, Z-Man, IB Karma, Freddy, for sort of running this as well. And obviously all the volunteers that helped make this, possible. You, Rom, obviously you're pretty, you are very much the person or the go-to person to actually volunteer. Honestly, you you alone probably let this tournament happen in terms of commentating, tracking.
I was
Just
not involved in this tournament as much as the previous ones, though. Let's be honest. I think I volunteered in like 3 matches total.
yeah, but you
Since
gotta
I
realize,
was also playing.
yes, this was a much smaller tournament in terms of run times because we wanted to be pretty quick about it. So there weren't as many races to actually be a part of either, especially if you're a runner. The rest of the volunteers, Lily, thank you for commentating this match. I know you tracked a few others as well. Joe, obviously, you've done some solo comms. Dry, for tracking a lot. I know you weren't able to be on comms this time, but it's always great to hear you. Anyone else who had crewed a match? We really couldn't do this without you. Any restreams in the future, again, we're going to look for your support as well. I mean, that's really up for me. Like I